Hi, this is Christopher Sparrow with iTechEar.org, and I've got a special unboxing today of the Fossil Gen6 Smartwatch. Now, this is yet another Android Wear watch, this time the 6th generation smartwatch from Fossil. It is a 42 to 44 millimeter watch, released in September of 2021. It got a stainless steel case. It has got a stainless steel band, or a leather band, or a silicone band. It is water resistant to up to 3 different atmospheres. It has got a 1.28 inch AMOLED full color 416 by 416 resolution display at 326 pixels per inch. Blah 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 blah. Let's get down to brass tacks. Is this thing going to be the Android Wear watch for you, or is this yet just another piece of noise in the vast sea of Android Wear watches that are out there? It's a really great question. The answer yet here is I'm not certain. But, I like what I've seen so far from this particular device. I haven't opened the box yet. It arrived today, direct from Fossil. And I thought we might go ahead and take a quick look to see what it is all about. So, let's see. All the details, which is basically nothing more than the packing slip. I don't know why they put it in a nice little all the details envelope, but they did. All right. And inside this particular branded box from Fossil, I've got packing material and the watch. So let's take a look. Now, with all of the hubbub around the Apple Watch Series 7, I thought it was probably a good idea to scrape off a little bit of dust from a unboxing, or not an unboxing, but a roundup, a smartwatch roundup that I had planned for last year. Never really came together. Pandemic year. I hope you guys understand. However, since we're starting to come out of things just a little bit, I thought, Apple Watch Series 7, Galaxy Watch 4 Classic has been released. I still have a number of different watches that released in 2020, including the TicWatch Pro 2020, as well as the Moto 360, which was a little bit earlier, but they had a refresh, and the Galaxy Watch 3. Now, why would I go after our Watch 3? Great question. Very quickly, because it works with iOS. Yes. You saw the unboxing of the Galaxy Z Flip 3. And yes, it's still sitting here. And yes, I'm enjoying the daylights out of it, but it is not going to be my daily driver. I want a watch that's going to work with my daily driver, which is why I went after Watch 3. It's another reason why I went after the Fossil Gen 6. I'm not necessarily going to go ahead and use it with the Flip 3, although, it could work and work well. This particular watch, it's right up my alley. All right. First of all, it's a smartwatch. Second of all, it's got a nice, big, solid, meaty stainless steel case and band. All right. It's got a big 44 millimeter case. All right. I like a watch. I like it to be a little bit big. I'm not real crazy about leather or silicone straps. I want a nice, big, meaty metal stainless steel band. All right. And this is partly what the Fossil Gen 6 has to offer. So let's take a look at this thing. All right. Now, this is running the latest version of Android Wear, and it is something that I will hope provide a little bit of relief as far as smartwatch and wearables are concerned to those either iPhone or Android users who want a sophisticated, capable, health-centric related wearable device, but yet don't have a boatload of cash to put in on it. Now, Apple Watch is all nice, great, and wonderful, but I will tell you, I'm still very, very much into and wearing my Series 4. All right, the Series 7, while it's got the nice bigger screen, to be honest, it doesn't offer much over the Series 4. What's going to be the real big thing with the Apple Watch? Sensors. What can it do? What can it track? All right. When it hits, yes, the cardio and the cardiac related sensors are nice, but you've got a lot of that here. All right. I can do the heart rate monitoring. I can do the EKG here. All right, and it works very, very well. And for the price that I paid, which is the same price you're going to pay for the Series 7, but a couple years ago, the Series 7 doesn't offer anything more compelling to give this up, to spend the money to go and buy the latest, greatest Apple Watch, which, by the way, is anywhere between $399, well over the price of an Android Wear watch of any brand. And just about anything else that you could buy on the market. These start at $399. This was well under that. All right, even after tax and shipping, and it's new and available today. The Apple Watch, again, while great and wonderful, it's expensive. And yes, it really makes working with an iPhone all that easier, but you're never going to see it on the Android side. It's never going to be there. Apple's never going to open that up, even though they would sell a boatload more watches and make just a ton more money. All right, at near $2 trillion market cap. Do they need it? Do they really need more money? More money. They don't have to have it. They can do what they want. All right, so this works with everything. This works with only iPhone, and it's always going to work with only iPhone. Now, when it can track your blood sugar, when it can tell you, what your blood sugar readings are, I'm all over it. I'm all over it, and I bet most Americans will be too. Whether they're currently running an Android smartphone or not. I certainly hope that Samsung or Google or somebody has the same level of scientific breakthrough that Apple does when they crack the glucose monitoring nut. But let's take a look and see what's in here. All right. This is pretty much what I thought it was going to be. This is a nice, big, shiny, needs adjusting band. All right. It comes in the package. You've got what I'm assuming here is your basic magnetic charger, like you see with any other smartwatch. All right, with a USB-A back end, and that is it as far as what's in the box. There is absolutely, positively nothing else. It's got the charger, it's got the watch, and that is all. All right. And to be honest, given what I know about the way things are going for some companies, I'm really not all that surprised. So we've got the watch. I take it back. I've got some paperwork, warranty information that no one is ever going to read. And look at the size of that book. All right. Multitudes of languages, and that's all nice, lovely, and wonderful. how about a card with a link? It says surf here. Get your warranty information there. All right. Same thing with your get started documentation, which this is, and it's in a number of different languages that you can't that you would have to have better, way better. You have to have a bionic eye. You'd have to be the $6 million man to be able to read this and read this well. All right. Even this is small. All right. But a link, one card. Find your warranty information. Another line. Getting started. Go here, which is basically going to tell you to go ahead and plug in your charging cable. Pull off the cover on the sensor. Charge it. Pull off the cover on the front. Man, this screen is really nice. Look at that. That is just really nice. All right. But go ahead, plug it in, charge it up, and away you go. Make sure you're going to need to make certain that you have the latest version of WearOS on either your Android phone or on your iOS phone, and then make certain that you follow the getting started process for pairing the watch and setting it up with WearOS. You will also need to understand and know that WearOS, unfortunately, only supports the pairing of one and only one watch on your phone. So if you're a watch nut like me and you love smartwatches and wearables, you can only have one paired at any single time. When you pair a new watch, the old one, whether you reset it or not, in order to pair that again, you're going to have to reset the entire watch and start over from scratch. So all the watch faces and all the app customizations that you've gotten on your ding dang on watch, you're going to have to do all over again. That's the biggest problem I see right now with smartwatches. They're great, awesome, and wonderful, but if you've got more than one, like I do, all right, and it's the same kind of watch, I mean, you can only have one Android Wear watch synchronized to your smartphone at a time. If I'm wrong and you can do it, hit me up in the comments for this particular video. Hit me up at chris@itechgear.org and let me know where the instructions are. I would love to see them. All right. But from what I know and understand, having been a smart watch maven since the release of the original Apple Watch in 2015, over the past 6 years, it is one and only one type of watch on your phone at a time. Same, I believe, with the Apple Watch. You can have one Apple Watch profile, and that's it. You can't pair more than one watch to your phone at a single time. Same thing, like I said, with this. But this is really nice. This has got a nice, heavy, colored stainless steel band. It has got a nice little butterfly clasp there. It is meant for wearing on your left wrist. I'm going to take the Watch 3 off that I've got here just for a minute. I'm going to stick it on the old Samsung Watch 3 compatible charger and let it go, and just kind of go ahead and try this out. The nice thing about, I usually like, watches are a lot like bracelets, are a lot like jewelry, and in many cases you want to wear them just a little bit loose, so there's a little bit of play, so it's got a little bit of movement on it, so that it kind of hangs down low on your wrist and not necessarily right on the meat of your wrist. All right, having it hang there or even hang here tightly, all right, is about where you would want it to be, because that way when it sits back over here, it's got a little bit of play to it, and it doesn't necessarily clamp down on your wrist, get all hot and sweaty underneath. Unfortunately, with many of the sensors that are out there nowadays, it's got to be tight against your skin. Otherwise, the NFC-related functionality doesn't necessarily work right. The health-related sensors don't necessarily work right, and that's more with Apple Watch for the NFC-related stuff. due to the way that the watch locks. When it cannot or does not necessarily sense that it's actually on your wrist, it loses contact with your skin. Not so much necessarily with an Android or a Tizen-based watch, but still important. You want to be able to go ahead and have it sit tight enough that it can read your heart rate, read your temperature, read your pulse ox or whatever it's going to go after, but also loose enough that it doesn't get too gamey or campy underneath the watch next to your skin. The watch in and of itself, like I said, it's got a nice big 44 millimeter case. There is a ratcheted bezel here around the edge, much like the Galaxy Watch or Galaxy Watch 3. Unfortunately, while this one does move on the Galaxy Watch and Watch 3, the bezel here on the Gen 6 does not. It is for showing and not for blowing, if you get the hanky reference. All right. Sensors on the back. All right. Sensors on the back, and I don't know if you can see this necessarily. Going to try to find, there's the light angle. All right. 4 sensors. All right. The rings here show around the watch, the charging rings. There are 2, one at the top, one at the bottom. Breaks in those rings, and that's where the charger actually goes. This is a quick charger with those 2 different rings, 2 rings that are on the watch, and the 2 breaks in both rings, and the and I'm going to try to hold this up close to the camera so you can see it, with the four different metal buttons there. This is going to be a quick charger. The older charger will work from what I understand, but it only will work at half speed. So while this may take, say, an hour to charge, full on the Gen 6 with the rapid charger. If you've got an older charger that's got only one set of buttons here, then it will go ahead and take you basically 2 hours to charge. All right. So the idea here, again, rapid charge, big, fast. All right. Older charger, only one set of charging options or ring connectors. It'll take twice as long to charge. I'm going to go ahead and put this through its paces. I'm going to see if we can go ahead and give this the old starteroo here. And then see how well that there we go. Nice rainbow sort of with a Fossil logo in the middle of it. And it's not going to show right. That's too bad. It's got a real nice sort of animation. Big, bright, colorful screen. Now the Android Wear logo, and you can see that. I mean, you can see those bright colors. It's going to go through the standard WearOS setup and startup. Very, very quick. You know, this has got. See, the processor on this thing is it's one of the newer processors, as I understand. It's a Snapdragon 4100 Plus at 1.7 gigahertz. It's quad-core CPU, ARM Cortex A53. It's got, I believe, I thought I saw. Where is it? I thought I saw some heavy RAM specs with this. It's got some nice memory on it. I'll need to go ahead and look that up because it's not showing on the spec page that I've got here in front of me. But this thing it was quick. It usually takes a while for you to get to this particular screen. At least it does on the TicWatch Pro 2020. All right, as you can see, these are different size screens. This is definitely much larger than this. And then again on the Moto 360, you can see the 360 is rather small comparatively. All right, and it's much smaller functionally as well. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to set this thing up. I'm going to put it through its paces. You will see it appear in the Smartwatch Roundup 2021 that I am in the process of pulling together, and will appear on itechgear.org. I'm Christopher Spera for itechgear.org, and this is the Fossil Gen 6 Android Wear smartwatch.